All of you, be like-minded, be sympathetic, love one another, be compassionate and humble. Do not repay evil with evil or insult with insult. On the contrary, repay evil with blessing, for whoever would love life and see good days must keep their tongue from evil and their lips from deceitful speech. They must turn from evil and do good. They must seek peace and pursue it. For the eyes of the Lord are on the righteous, and his ears are attentive to their prayer. But the face of the Lord is against those who do evil. God opposes the proud, but shows favor to the humble. The eyes of the Lord range throughout the earth to strengthen those whose hearts are fully committed to him. Do not be afraid, you who are highly esteemed. Peace. Be strong now. Be strong. Who's going to harm you if you're eager to do good? But even if you should suffer for what is right, you are blessed. Do not fear their threats. Do not be frightened. Do this with gentleness and respect, keeping a clear conscience, so that those who speak maliciously against your good behavior in Christ may be ashamed of their slander. For it is better, if it is God's will, to suffer for doing good than for doing evil. If you suffer for doing good and you endure it, this is commendable before God. To this you are called, because Christ suffered for you, leaving you an example that you should follow in his steps. When they hurled their insults at him, he did not retaliate. When he suffered, he made no threats. Instead, he entrusted himself to him who judges justly. Remember, I told you, a servant is not greater than his master. If they persecuted me, they will persecute you also. If the world hates you, keep in mind that it hated me first. If you belong to the world, it would love you as its own. As it is, you do not belong to the world, but I have chosen you out of the world. I have chosen you and I have not rejected you. So do not fear, for I am with you, and do not be afraid, for I am your God. Since you are precious and honored in my sight, and because I love you, I will give people in exchange for you, nations in exchange for your life. You silence the uproar of foreigners, as heat is reduced by the shadow of a cloud. So the song of the ruthless is stilled. You stretch out your hand against the anger of my foes. With your right hand, you save me. All who rage against you will surely be ashamed and disgraced. Those who oppose you will be as nothing and perish. Though you search for your enemies, you will not find them. Those who wage war against you will be as nothing at all. For I am the Lord your God, the Holy One of Israel, your Savior. If the world hates you, keep in mind that it hated me first. If you belong to the world, it would love you as its own. As it is, you do not belong to the world, but I have chosen you out of the world. I have chosen you and I have not rejected you. So do not fear, for I am with you, and do not be afraid, for I am your God. Since you are precious and honored in my sight, and because I love you, I will give people in exchange for you, nations in exchange for your life. You silence the uproar of foreigners, as heat is reduced by the shadow of a cloud. So the song of the ruthless is stilled. You stretch out your hand against the anger of my foes. With your right hand, you save me. All who rage against you will surely be ashamed and disgraced. Those who oppose you will be as nothing and perish. Though you search for your enemies, you will not find them. Those who wage war against you will be as nothing at all. For I am the Lord your God, the Holy One of Israel, your Savior.